IEBC and its quest to clear aspirants. And today we start off in Nairobi, where Kenneth and Miguna Miguna were cleared to contest for the Nairobi gubernatorial race. That brings to 4 the number of candidates cleared to run in the Nairobi gubernatorial race. Let's speak to our senior reporter, Patrick Amimo, who has been witnessing the clearance of these particular candidates in Kasarani. Amimo, so far we have seen 2 candidates being cleared to run for the Nairobi gubernatorial race, and that sort of brings the number to 4. I understand that you're still waiting for one more candidate?
Thank you, Akisa. In fact, now what is happening is that since yesterday we saw 4 candidates were cleared, and today 2 have been cleared. This brings to 7 the number of candidates so far cleared by IEBC to contest for the Nairobi governor position. There were 12 applicants, but now 7 have been cleared. We don't know whether the remaining 5 will come for clearance or not. We are among the others we are waiting is the former Speaker Kenneth Marende, who is also expected to appear before these IEBC and have been cleared to run for Nairobi governor position. But it is 7, and today is the last day when candidates of those keen to contest the governor position are expected to submit their papers and list of supporters in order for IEBC to clear them for the August 8th polls. We saw Miguna Miguna had already yesterday had some hitches when he presented his list of supporters through JPEG format, but IEBC asked him to go correct and ensure that the format is in Excel, which he did. He did comply, and today we saw him given officially his nomination certificate. He was here in the morning and said that he's now out there. He'll launch an aggressive campaign to ensure that he clinches the seat, the governor position, and be the next governor after the polls. We also saw Peter Kenneth, who did with his running mate, Dr. Dan Shikanda, also come here, and they were also cleared. And Peter Kenneth says that he'll also be out there. He'll do a door-to-door campaign. His campaigns, Peter Kenneth says, will officially start on Monday. So today, maybe he'll have a weekend rest, but then starting Monday, Peter Kenneth says he'll be out there in the field running. We know it's only 66 days to the election. The campaign period officially started on May 28th. That's when the IEBC set the official launch of the campaign period. So the country is in the campaign period, and we expect to see starting now and the coming weeks a lot of heightened political activity across the country. We saw also when Peter Kenneth was launching his after he was given his certificate, he did castigate the incumbent governor, Dr. Evans Kidero, saying that Kidero for the last 4 years has not been able to provide quality service to residents of Nairobi, given that despite the fact that his administration has benefited from 100 billion shillings in the last 4 years, that's both from the national or shareable revenue and the local revenue generated from the Nairobi County, which amounts to about 100 billion shillings. But according to Peter Kenneth, he says service delivery in Nairobi is poor. Garbage is still a problem. He says there is still traffic congestion. Hawkers are still an issue in the city, and these are things that he feels that if he's elected, then he will try to streamline. There was also an issue that now that we have candidate Mike Songo, who is the Jubilee governor nominee for Nairobi County, whom we saw last week the president campaigned for. And now Peter Kenneth said, though he's standing as an independent, he says his preferred presidential candidate is President Uhuru Kenyatta. But surprisingly, we saw Uhuru put his weight behind Mike Sonko. But now Peter Kenneth says the position to focus on is the governor position. That's what people of Nairobi should focus at, and elect whom they feel is a leader that is worth the souls to lead Nairobi. We saw also candidate Miguna Miguna is also changed his running mate. We now have it's a lady, Karen. I think is the only governor aspirant or candidate who has a lady aspirant as a running mate. So he did introduce the lady today, and says now We asked Miguna why he changed, because prior to that, Israel he had introduced a 24-year-old former Laikipia University student leader, Mr. Gadongo, to be his running mate. Then we asked Miguna why the change of tact. He said that was he said that Gadongo was a decoy. It was a political decoy. He says he did not want to reveal to his other rivals who the running mate would be. So that is what Miguna did indicate to us. Akisa?
All right, Patrick, thank you for that update. Very interesting happenings there in Kasarani. Patrick Amimo is our senior reporter. And even as we talk about the